service announcement. If you not ask me opinion on the song, you have to pay me. Some people, you get talk to them, you are in a problem. Crosses are going to take you.
Oh, you're a front killer. Put your hand on yourself.
Hey. So I'm waiting for Foota Hype to join me again. I'm gonna play some music until he come on. So this is the first time I'm doing interview and coming back on. You know, so first time for everything. So we're gonna wait.
Some cry, some smile, some fight every day to the top, 'cause we know what it takes. Through it all, we survive. Yes,
Arita, what mosquito doing in your studio?
Listen, no, I'm actually in the Caribbean house. I'm not seeing.
Oh, I forgot. I don't know why I do that.
Me not see the bright smile, Foota Hype.
Well, let me come off and try John again.
Right. Fast. Mo mosquito in my studio. Fast. Watch. And it over my head too, you know. All right.
Riti?
So
All right, Riti. I don't want to take up your whole show with the religion thing.
Right, and this is what I'm going to say, that everybody have choices to make. You make your choices, I make my choices, and you know, at the end, I'm not saying right or wrong, but I have my beliefs and you have your beliefs. And
we can't move forward. No, we can't move forward like that. No, we cannot move forward like that.
But,
this is why this is why there are millions of people protesting in the street and we can't get a solution. Because this I believe what I want to believe and you believe what you want to believe theory is destruction. That's not what you're supposed to say to me. You're supposed to say to me, say, okay, Foota, I was taught something different, and what you're saying to me, let me tell you it.
It has worked for me.
It doesn't work for you. Let me tell you what's working for you, and you don't know.
28 years of my life,
Arita.
I've been...
Arita.
You're married? Are you married?
I'm divorced.
Well, listen, you should know that when women talk, man need to listen sometimes. Same thing with women.
Yeah, we listen sometimes, but when there's clear evidence... Okay, go ahead. You wait till you finish. All right.
And I want to end with this, right? I'm going to allow you to say what you have to at the end as well, right? Then down.
Okay.
But I want to say that for 28 years of my life, right? It has worked for me. I've been praying to the Almighty. And don't laugh because you see how my faces be when you see how my face was? I try to keep my face straight.
No, but you're always smiling because you have a pretty face.
Because, you know, I know people probably saying, "Why she face, she this, that," but I'm trying to not laugh when you talk about.
No, I'm just smiling. This is why we're going to
have some disagreement. But it has worked for me for 28 years of my life. I've been praying to the Almighty. What I ask for, I receive. He gives me breath in my life every day. I wake up and I thank Him for it. I woke up and I thank Him for this interview this morning, and I pray that it goes well. And I think it's going well because we're here again, both open mind. And all I'm saying is it has worked for me. And if it is something that I have been taught and my family, and this is what it is, that is how it's going to be for me. I believe in my Almighty. And again, to me, universe, to you, I want to believe it's the same thing, but I want to stay strong with my belief, just as you stay strong with your belief. And in the end, we shall see. How about that? Can we agree on that, please?
Yeah, you have any kids? You have any kids?
Who? Just
Beautiful.
Like you,
Beautiful. You know why me can't say I'm gonna leave it like that till in at the end? Listen why. I have a 4-year-old daughter and I have 3 sons.
Ah, 3.
Yeah, if I have that mentality, they are going to suffer the way we're suffering. And they are going to have to get up and write Black Lives Matter and walk out on the street. I saw Puff Daddy do a 1 million man march. What was the result of that? Nothing. So this is what I'm saying. I'm going to ask you a couple names, right?
Okay.
Have you ever heard the name Hannibal?
Hannibal. Hannibal.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's it called? Hannibal.
Yeah. Never heard the name before? Okay, there's a movie made in America called Hannibal, right?
Okay.
Where Hannibal is a white man that eats people. Yeah? He's a cannibal.
Okay, I thought you meant. Okay, yes.
Okay. That's not the origin of Hannibal, though.
Okay.
Hannibal is one of the greatest African warriors who defeated King Leopold's army more than 14 times. But to hide his history, they created a movie called Hannibal, where Hannibal is a white man that eats people. So if I'm to have the mentality that you have, that okay, I learned this, I have my belief, and I'm going to leave it like that, my kids are going to grow up and think Hannibal was a white man that eats people. And the true African heritage of Hannibal is going to die. Second name I'm going to ask you. Have you ever heard the name ISIS before?
Yes.
What is ISIS? Leave the little mosquito in Nadia and Arita. You ever heard it?
At this point, Fota, I just want to listen to you because I want to move on to my next
No,
question.
but me ask question. Me just take 5 minutes out of this. 5 minutes. Yeah.
Talk so I can move on, and I have a post that I need to make at 6:30, so I have to cut off at 6:30 and come back on.
You see, next time you interview me, you have to plan for 5 hours.
Well, I wasn't warned. I thought I only had an hour of your time.
Okay, watch this. But when we get into this, I have other things to do. But when I'm doing this type of thing, I cut off everything. Because this is God's word. So watch this now.
I appreciate you for that.
What do you know about ISIS?
ISIS is a gang. I think it's Greek.
Islamic group that kills people, right? Terrorist group, right? That's what America says. That's what the Christian says. You know the origin of the name ISIS? The origin of the name ISIS is the goddess of fertility. The African goddess responsible for fertility. So you're a mother of 2. ISIS and you supposed to be connected. But because they want you to distance your spirit from your ancestral connection with ISIS, why them never name the group Christopher Columbus? But them get an African name, ISIS, an Egyptian goddess that's responsible for fertility. So these are the things that we have to pay attention to. We don't own mass media. So them use mass media to confuse we. So you're 28 years away, you are living and say, oh, everything has been perfect. You don't even have the closest imagination of how great your life could be if you were connected to your ancestral powers. Probably you that have all the way you dream about from year 9. So this is what I'm saying. Don't buy everything that I say. But after tonight, come and I'll keep you up the whole time. After tonight, I want you to research ancient Kemet, ancient Egypt. And you will realize that the story of Mary, Virgin Mary, and Jesus was already spoken of in African terms in Egypt as Osiris. I don't know if you hear these names. Amun-Ra, Horus. These names are never mentioned in the Englishman's book because these are African greatness. So them hide this. The story written over in the Quran in a different formula. The virgin story is encrypted on the pyramids of Egypt. It's an African story. And it's duplicated hundreds of thousands of times. So for black people, grab onto the Jesus version. It just shows how lost my people are. And we cannot win the fight against Caucasians if we are lost. We have to save our children. It's not for me and you. We are already dead. So if you're going to think about, oh, okay, my life. Once you have kids, it's no longer your life. Me, I can walk outside and somebody see this and decide to wear kill footer. I would die for a reason. That's why you see when George Floyd dead, it propelled him bigger. Because the white man think death is a victory. But God is now showing them that death is not actually a victory. But death is the ignition, the spark to rise the fire. So we have to stop fear death. Because the white man inflict the fear of death and say, without Jesus, you are not going to meet God. So that's why people accept Jesus. Because they want to meet God. When they already have God inside, you have God and Satan in you. And you gravitate to which one you want to make powerful. You think good thoughts and you think bad thoughts. No man control your thoughts. Your actions prove if you're working for the devil or God. You can continue with all the other Christians now.
Okay, so I state my point, you state yours. Let's talk about Gallis Wednesdays. What is a Gallis?
All right, a Gallis is a man where have multiple women and understands how to operate and not get caught and not get into problems while having multiple women.
Is that a part of the universe? I'm joking. Forget that. Excuse that, right? I'm just.
But I can
Right.
answer you.
So,
I can
Gallis
answer you.
Wednesdays, yeah, so you believe, okay, so the books that you read and so. No, forget it. Let's move on because I want to.
You scared. You scared. You scared. You scared.
No, I just no. Because it's like.
Because remember,
fornication, having multiple.
but well, I know. Remember, marriage was not original. Marriage is not by God. Marriage by God is when you and a male person come together, intertwine with DNA and have kids. That is marriage by God. Marriage by man and fornication are man-made terminologies that they create for themselves. So if you want to get into that, I can get into that also. So, Gallis is basically me, I say, a man will spread him seed all about. Remember, say man was born to spread seed, you know. That's the purpose of man.
All right.
Right.
So tell me about Gallis Wednesday.
So Gallis Wednesday is a part of my branding. It's an event that I used to keep in Jamaica for many years. It was Giveaway Wednesday first, then the promoter left, Mumsel left, and I took up the event because it was my Wednesday night ritual. That's where I used to play every Wednesday night. Right? That's how I was able to make so many songs big, because I used to have the #1 Monday event, which is Uptown Mondays, and then I branched off from Uptown Mondays. That's where Boom Boom became dominant, because he was the one who was there after me. We were both doing it together, and then it was like a power struggle thing, and I was already a giant, so I stepped away, and I started keeping Gallis Wednesday now, which became the #1 weekly event in Jamaica. So that's how I was able to bust so many songs, and artists used to gravitate to me to send their new songs to make them big. So when I came to America, I started keeping Gallis Wednesdays, but I wasn't getting the support. You know what I mean? Like, America set up different. A lot of people don't do a Wednesday night party because they have work, and you know, enough people not even know some live a fight. So it got faded out. And then I had to be paying for club and, you know, paying workers, and I wasn't making any money. So I stopped it. When I went to jail the other day and I came back out, the internet thing was booming. But I am somebody who is loyal to my original things. I don't like to copy people. So I said, okay, I don't see nobody on Wednesday night, really. Mataran was doing This Tuesday, something like that, Sunday, some other days. So I just pick up back my Wednesday thing, because we usually do Wednesday. So I just start back Gallis Wednesdays, and it take off and automatically, instantly become one of the top events on social media, because people know me. I am concurrently doing things that become brand. I don't switch, I don't change. You understand what I say? So people get used to me thing. Then they are Jamaica, them hear about Gallis Wednesday, them used to go Gallis Wednesday. So now it's a social space. And it's still Gallis Wednesday on a Wednesday. And I don't do a Thursday, a Monday, I don't do no other night of playing music. It's just Gallis Wednesday. So it become an instant hit.
So the name Gallis Wednesday is for the Gallis man them.
Yeah, man them we have only for girl. Yeah, and you know the girls them follow man we have only for woman, because every girl want a hot boy. You understand what I'm saying? No
Every
woman
girl,
no want.
every girl.
But you have to be a girl to be a woman.
Woman.
You have to be a girl to be a woman.
Yeah.
And listen, Arita, you don't want a husband. You don't want a husband when nobody know what. If you have a man and nobody now look on and nobody know what, you're a poison.
Of course not, but that don't mean here, Gallis. I mean, I want a man that I have a man that every woman wants.
Arita, yeah? Look how you're beautiful, right? Look how you're beautiful.
But,
you think, say, them rest a girl here, I gonna leave your man alone, and you so beautiful, and they with him, them gonna say, what Arita do with him? Something about him. Them gonna try him. Yeah.
Demons. You know, let mine.
Anyway,
well, I love the fact that at least I don't know if you have multiple shows, but I think it's a Gallis Wednesday that you took where you spoke about different topics rather than it just being about man who like a lot of woman. I guess that was what it was initially, but I know you spoke about the young lady in Jamaica who got pregnant by the, you know, all of that, and I think it was a Gallis Wednesday that you
no, talking about issues, that's not Gallis Wednesday, that's Survivor Godcast. Gallis Wednesday is only on a Wednesday night. That's the party.
Okay.
But my other dialogue lives are not called Gallis Wednesday. Those are posted on Survivor Godcast, because those are social commentaries, things I am feeling to talk about. I don't play music when I'm dialoguing about these things, because you see how serious me is about it, we take it serious. So I dialogue, me don't want the music I disturb it, me don't want the audio I get bad. You understand what I'm saying? So that's from a social commentary, things when me see I go on in the world where I want to talk about. You understand what I'm saying? So that's I do it usually on a Thursday. Whenever I feel like, I go do that. But the party is just on a Wednesday.
Okay. So I want to take you through a list. And it's gonna be called Gallis Wednesday list.
Okay.
And I want you to select who you would be a Gallis towards and who you would be faithful towards. Yeah?
Okay.
So we're gonna start with Rihanna or Beyonce?
I would be more faithful to Beyonce based on what I've seen, because Beyonce has been with Jay-Z for a long time, and of course everybody have problems, but I've never seen Beyonce gone public and made any derogatory statements. She has never made her personal life really public, trying to degrade Jay-Z or nothing like that. So for that, she have a different respect. Rihanna now are kind of acted. You understand what I'm saying? We have to be careful with Rihanna.
Think it's a Caribbean thing?
No, it's just a personal thing. You have Caribbean girls that are just like Beyonce, who don't like the spotlight and don't like load up them thing and like work it out without social media and thing. You understand what I'm saying?
Nicki Minaj or Cardi B?
I would have more fun with Cardi B. I would be more into Cardi B because of her realness. I hate a female that lies. And Nicki look like she like to pretend about a lot of things. It's like she care more what the public thinks than what is really happening. Cardi B don't give a rat's ass. You know what I mean? Like if she going to the beach without panties, she going without panties. That's what it is. You can actually have faith in a Cardi B. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Shensia or Jada Kingdom?
Wow. In terms of what? In terms of what?
Who Gallis, who Faithful?
But would you really trust none of them for faithful, you know? Would that be very peculiar with both of them? Cause them have the same tendency like a Nicki Minaj. Them shelter certain things and them try to paint a perfect picture. I mean, I like that. When that happen, I can't trust the person. You understand? I say trust serious with me, you know. Remember me get my heart broken and you understand? But well experienced as a gal is. So them and then guess what now? Them extremely young and them become star now and them are explore and them out in the world. Some would have to approach them with caution. Like would I want there with them and hide and them there with me and hide.
So Gallis' hearts does get broken. I mean, your heart does get broken with everything that
Everybody get a broken heart, but how you handle it? Is it a bounce back from a broken heart?
So then why do men become Gallis? Is it low self-esteem?
No. It's a natural mechanism. It's a natural mechanism. Our computer was wired like that. So every woman in the world is hoping for a man that would be with she and she alone. It's impossible. It will never happen. It will never happen. It cannot happen. Huh?
Never footer.
I can say it because I know it will never happen. Because you have different, no, for every man in the world. You have different kind of cheaters. Like, you have the type of husband who has a complete relationship outside of his relationship. Are you listening? You following me? Arita? But you're reading, you're distracted. You have to pay attention to me. We having a dialogue. Leave the comments. They will drive you crazy. You have a husband. You have a husband. Me dey on an interview like it. You will have a husband that has a full-blown relationship outside of your relationship. So you got to clot him, you got to kill him because him hurt you bad. Then you have another husband that never have a relationship. He goes to the prostitution house and he pays money and he have fun time and he leave. She don't have a number for him, he don't have a number for her. She will never text his phone, she'll never call. So when he gets home, you'll never hear his phone ring. No other girl calling. So you think he's faithful. Then you have the other husband now that goes to a bar and he have a drink. So you're his wife. You could pull up to the bar anytime and see him having a drink. But you don't know that he's sleeping with the bartender. Regularly they go have sex in the bathroom. Then
which one is you?
I'm not a husband. I'm single. So
okay,
so this I'm not finished. Then you have another one now. Clergyman. You and him married. He's devoted to his church. He comes home on time every day from work. He goes to his service, but he's fondling a little boy in the church. You understand what I'm saying? So no man is faithful, but everybody have them little thing what them do. You understand what I say? So if a woman has sit down, this is just reality, and it's not being a womanizer or nothing. If a woman is going to sit down and base her relationship on her man cheating, she's going to have a miserable relationship.
All right.
Because it's bound to happen.
Final one.
Mm-hmm.
Cecile or Ishana?
What do you mean? What do you mean? In terms of what?
That's exactly. You know what we playing. You know what game we
Oh,
playing.
wife up our player?
Yes.
Wife up our player? But I had a wife, Cecile. Come now look over the other side. That's a history.
Ooh.
Yeah,
All
that's
right.
a history.
Well, the answer they real short. Everyone else was real long, but that one was real short. Just
Yeah, kind of
saying.
so I know something we have to think about, you know? So how you not ask me about them other two, you know?
Who?
Arita or Madonna?
And who?
Madonna.
Singer Madonna?
Yeah.
Because Arita is happily married and Madonna is happily married too.
But watch this now, Arita. When you talk to a Gallis, telling him say happily married no mean nothing.
But let me tell I just asked you which one you say yeah no Gallis.
So do not tell a single man.
We're gonna look back at this too, and that's how we're gonna look back and see how you said something, then you didn't say it, and then you
But
reverse it.
Arita, there are a lot of Jamaican men on the line. A woman cannot tell a Jamaican man that she's married to get rid of him. That don't work. So for future reference, don't do that.
Well, I'll state my thing, and I know on my side, me and no manis. So I'm gonna let the Gallis know that I ain't no manis, and I'm
No, but
happy
you don't have to be a manis, but you know the thing go. If the stars align at the right time and I say the right things, it just might happen.
I want to talk about, and I'm going back to deep.
Yeah.
I want to talk about your experience when you were incarcerated. So, you know, a lot of things we would see on the outside. And I know when you came out, you told your story and all of that. But I want to know your experience, how you felt. I want to know mental, emotional. I got the spiritual. So I want to know how you felt. And I want you to be as real as you've been real with me from the last life to now.
All right. My first vibe was that I was targeted. Yeah. That's how I felt. I felt like I'm being treated that way because of my strong personality towards religion, towards homosexuality, towards black empowerment. That's the first thing that came to mind. Because the way they approached me, I know I was totally innocent to the fact of what they were accusing me about. So I'm thinking in my head, oh shit, them after me now. You understand what I'm saying? At one point I was thinking it's the LGBTQ community, you know, trying to shut me up and stuff like that. So at one point I was feeling targeted. At one time I was kind of feeling helpless because at one point I couldn't get to go court, I couldn't get bail. It's like them a stretch me out, you know what I mean? I feel like, and I feel like, what more can I do? Because my lawyer is paid. Kerry, I do everything in our power to try to help me. The consulate from Jamaica. Yeah, the consulate from Jamaica, I try them best and nothing is happening. So I was feeling hopeless and helpless. I cried a few times because at one point I couldn't get to talk to my son. I spoke to every other child except Oshan at one point, and that really killed me. Like, you know what I mean? So I broke down, I cried, you know. At one point again, I was there and I was thinking the closest person on my team, the person who would be there for me right through that I could count on without a doubt. And that's my mother. And she died years ago. So that took a toll on me too. And like, I never visioned my mother so many times in my life. It's like my mother would have visioned me every night. You understand? And at one point, I felt elevated and uplifted because I had a very special vision while I was inside. Bob Marley paid me a visit. this is real. It was my first time visioning Bob. And he came with a message. And I was like, Bob, you know, I really like me excited to see Bob, man. And he was telling me that I am not the man. And I mean, you have to excited to see. And he said to me, I'm Marcus Garvey are the man. I'm Marcus Garvey, you have to promote, I'm Marcus Garvey. And then there was a bus passing by. But it was like a bus driver. You know, you have a bus, coaster bus, but it was one of them new bus and it's white and chrome and the people in the bus and the driver, like the driver said to him, come here and Bob sit down on the roadside, right on one gully edge. And like the driver said to me, say, yeah man, when you go outside, a Marcus Garvey, you have to push for the people. Clear as day. That was a moment of upliftment. And then at one point, a vision, Mugabe and Bishop Tutu, as one of them was Malaya and one of them was the judge, you know, the court, and they were representing me in my case. And I tell Kerry all of them something like, what I do is I try to relate all of these things to people, because you see me is a youth sometimes when I talk it, even for the truth, me I talk Arita, you see, because I'm so vocal and whole for people not like me. I lie my tell, chat too much. So as it happen, me call Kerry, I call some other people when I'm close to and tell them, because me don't want if me dead in there, because we are living, but I'm always expecting death. People tend to not think of it, but once you're born to die. See? So you look at time within the flesh, and that's why people fear death so much, because them not thinking of them head say, yo, this is temporary. Them keep thinking like, oh, them are there so forever. No, young like are there so in the words and in the music and in your work, so you put in. Like Bob is more alive now than he was in the flesh. You understand? I am that type of person. Even if I should drop flesh tomorrow, you can't figure out about foot of hype. There's too much audio and YouTube video and tabloids. I am immortal, but my flesh is not immortal. So me get to learn, say, if you accept life, you have to accept death. So that's why me talk, don't cry, Arita, don't cry. No. You can't cry over me like you just know me. Like, so it's like me learn to expect it at any time. At one point, the way the prisoner go on, me even sit down and me say, what if we have a tsunami? What if in a flood out? Would mean like solitary, the door them can't open, them electronic, you know, like you think. I'm just prepare myself, and when I pray to my ancestors, them I pray and beg them to guide me and protect me. But I also pray that if this is the moment that I am supposed to leave the flesh, whatever reasons might cause it, make sure my soul is in the proper place. Because these are the things you have to pray for, you know. You can't pray for flesh all your life. You have to pray for what happens beyond the flesh. You understand me? So because this is temporary. This is not forever for us. So, I have a whole heap of mixed feelings when I'm there, man. A whole heap of different vibe, and, you know. And this is what I tell people, say, you see, inner spirit is something that you must never, ever try to separate yourself from. Because I have a belief, I do not condone homosexuality. I'm against the behavior. See? So I was in regular population, and there was this guy that thinks he's a girl, and you know them twisted-minded people. So when they bring him in at the dam now, because we was in a holding area with 100 and odd people, right? I told them I'm not staying there if he's staying there. So one of the superior of them get mad. What do you mean? What do you mean? What carry me, go sign me up, put me in a solitary confinement, not a shoe. So everybody afraid of that. Everybody's scared of solitary. So she has said, either I go back in the dam with them there, or I go solitary confinement. So based on the fire inside of me, I wasn't willing to compromise with my fire. So I tell her, I say, yeah, solitary confinement. That me I work with. Remember, people don't go solitary confinement for 3 days, 2 days, 1 week. I was over there for 3 months. Because when me go solitary...
What did you do to take you through that time? Because we're talking about 4 walls, no windows.
Yeah, what took me through it?
Person obviously next to you probably going crazy and you hearing it.
No, that's what she wanted. Because she's of that kind of world too. Because she seemed like a dyke, right? So she was trying to punish me because I spoke out. And I was trying to show her that I rather die than not live for what I believe in and for what I know is right. So when she put me in a solitary confinement, it was easier for me. God work it that it's easier for me. So when I look in solitary confinement, I had my own toilet. I was staying by myself. Over the other side, they're making a lot of noise. The Latinos make a lot of noise. They're nasty. They be spitting on the floor and all of that, and that annoys me. So I was in my own area now, and when I go to use the bathroom to take a shower, I shower by myself. Over the other side is 12 showers, 6 on one side, 6 on the other side. So you have to shower, and, well, you know me a gangster, I make sure I bad up my thing. I make sure I go in a shower when me know everybody done being already. And them know me not chat to people when me go shower. I go shower and go toilet, me not chat to people. Latino boy, them always talk to one another. How can a man take a shit and talk to the next man? So me, them know me.
So let me ask this. Yeah, you're saying me man a gangster. But I want you to be real with me, Footer. There was no point in there when you were afraid.
Afraid? No.
Afraid?
No. You see me? It's not my first time going to jail.
Oh.
You see, whenever me get arrested.
What about your first?
Never afraid either, because me did mentally, me leave Footer hype outside. I know say me have to make O'Neal live. Listen to me, Arita. Whenever I'm in jail, I am prepared to kill or prepared to die. You have to have that mentality there. You have to. If you're going there and just a thing by your yard and the girl them scream for you when you go dance and the people them run to your needs, no. You have to go in there and think so the system want to kill you. Every prisoner in here want to kill you. The one of them want to kill you. You have to have that mindset. I tell the nurse them give me wrong injection. I'm going to tell her plain say I kill, she want to kill me. I create riot. I saw my thing go. Everybody I'm an enemy. Even the police will lock me up. I'm an enemy. When me in the police car, I think defense. I think if you don't try it, what me can do for maneuver and defend myself. Because it's no longer, oh, the police are here to protect. If me I go down the road now and the police are stop me, I don't know how it's going to go. Because me now just stop. Because if you stop, you're dead. If you run, you're dead. So what we do? We are living in a world where you have to protect your own. I am equipped mentally to kill anybody who try to kill me. Whether police, politician, pastor, car, truck, bus, anything. Yeah, that's just the harsh reality.
Right. Well, I'm happy that you're here and safe and continuously fighting for what you believe in. So I want to go to a lighter mental state before we say goodbye, because this time I'm saying goodbye to you.
You're saying goodbye? Okay.
Yes. Do you prefer fried or boiled plantain?
If I prefer what?
Fry or boiled plantain?
Fried.
Ice cream or cake?
We're going to eat them something again for real still. Like, me try ice cream once a while. It depends if the need arise. Because if somebody keep a party and them a piece of cake, me try a piece. But I like me, I go out to buy cake or go out to buy ice cream. Because I'm going to eat them something there again. You understand what I say?
Right.
Because as I say, as Africans, we have to try to eat African food. So, we change up my diet completely.
All right. So you're fit? Because them Africans, our Africans,
yeah.
Fit.
No, me I gotta tell you the truth. I'm very indisciplined when it comes to exercise. Me not discipline at all.
But
The most
health,
the most
just saying.
exercise me have now are sex. Like me not really exercise.
Okay. Do you prefer
I'm
scary
honest.
movie or comedy?
Me prefer scary movie now, cause the comedy them done with comedy. The comedies are all about homosexual jokes, and I don't find it funny. So I don't watch comedy anymore. Hardly. Rarely.
Okay. Do you prefer the US or the Caribbean?
What kind of gender? Like seriously?
Look where they.
No most Jamaica. No most the
Look where they.
Caribbean. No most the Caribbean. Are you crazy?
But look where you are, Footer.
Circumstances made me here.
All right. All right. Okay. Let's move on.
Mm-hmm.
Do you prefer
So let me ask
marriage
you something.
or
Let me ask you something.
common
What do you
law?
prefer? USR Caribbean.
Caribbean?
Okay. So where are you now?
Trinidad.
Oh, through pandemic catch you down there? Yeah.
No, but with Telco, we're always in the Caribbean. You know, the network is based in the US, but we are always on a
You see
plane
how my
in the
fans them
Caribbean.
stay? Them are why me come say rarely. Come not supposed to say rare at all. Okay, I'm sorry, people. I'm sorry.
All right. Do you prefer marriage or common law living?
Well, my definition of marriage is different. So, common law,
All right.
you know you not like hear that it. You know you not like hear that it.
And I normally don't have nothing to say. I just want to hear. And I will just take in what I hear from the person, and I would say, all right, and I move on. You know, it's your choice, and I am not here to fight you or judge you or whatever. So you prefer common law. You were married, and you probably prefer common law because marriage maybe all of a sudden is a different definition, or maybe you had an experience and you're saying, I'm not gonna do it again. You know, but
Right.
what you
No,
is
I'm
marriage
never saying
definition.
I would never get married again. But I'm just telling you that I prefer common law because real marriage to me is the bond where you create kids. You descend from regular humans to become gods. So that's more marriage to me. You can't divorce your DNA. The man-made one have too much rules. Because basically, if you are married by the man-made law, you're not supposed to be divorced. The word divorce shouldn't be in existence. Can you say until death do us part? And the two are not alive but in a divorce? That make sense?
So marriage is having
So
kids, the
it,
DNA.
you that divorce your husband at any point?
No,
So what if he wants to divorce you? That's cool?
we ain't gonna divorce. We had the same beliefs.
No,
We
no, no.
believe in the same things.
Life is unpredictable. You
We
can't tell
love
me.
each other. We
What if
believe
it
in the same things. And as you know, marriage is difficult. It is
so
hard.
okay, so see
So
did you
yes, we
take a
can
vote
fight
that
whatever, but we ain't going nowhere.
he,
That's an abomination.
did you all take a vow that till death do us part, right?
Yes.
Okay. So what about the people that will take a vow there and then divorce?
What about them?
Yeah,
That's
but
their
you
choice.
no, it can't be your choice if you take a vow under God with a witness of God, which is the pastor and say until death do us part, and none of them are dead, but you not do a part. How would that work? So you betray God, you lie
But
to God.
that's their choice. They decided to separate or divorce
No,
or
but
whatever. Why
I'm asking your
divorce?
thoughts. I'm asking your thoughts.
I personally, I mean, divorce to me is an abomination unto the Almighty.
Okay.
I think
Thank
that
you.
when two is put together, you need to.
So if your husband start going bad
And
now,
decision
and
made.
now left you, you have to
I
go
mean,
prize me.
it's a process. Eh? You court, you get to know each other, whatever, boom, you get married. You know, you don't go and get married because you have a child. You don't go and get married because you know it's the right thing to do. You know,
So,
it's a big, huge
so all if
decision,
your
and
husband, all if your husband do bad, you not left him.
No.
If him get the next woman pregnant, then all of it.
No. We'll
If him
fight.
get the helper, if him get the helper, if him get the helper pregnant, then all of it.
No.
You're good, woman. You're good. You're good, girl. You. I like that style, everyone. We have to fight through it and come back to reality and make it work, right?
Let me ask you this. Your divorce, right? Was it
Mm.
you or her?
It was us.
You know what? You know what? Thank you so much for joining us here at Tempo. I want to give you 60 seconds to encourage persons to do the right thing, stay inside, wash your hands, do all of the good stuff. And then I want you to, of course, tell them to keep your tempo up. It's tagged right below there for you. Keep your tempo up. So you're going to say what you want to say, and you're going to end with keep your tempo up.
Well, black people, the only solution is having our own God, schooling our kids ourselves, owning the bank, supporting black businesses. Riot and protest will not work. You have to defeat the enemy at them own game. Whatever they dish to us, we have to dish it to them 10 times more. Okay? Black power every hour. Support black businesses. Build black school, black banks, black credit unions, black army, black air force, black defensive system. All NBA players should retire and start the NBA, Negro Basketball Association. All black sportsmen to depart from white-owned sports team and be on black-owned sports team. We have to hit them where it hurts. You hear that? Keep up the tempo. Black power every hour. Black love. Love yourself first. Love your race first. All if we live bad, love we first.
Well, thank you again so much for the hype. And I just want to say that for all the persons out there, go and follow at Tempo Networks and download the Tempo app. As Futa said, it is a black-owned, not just black-owned, island man. Own the company Tempo Networks. And Futa, just telling you, since you are Gallis, that I have a black cosmetic line.
Okay.
So you need to support it for all the girls and them. And I don't want you to get
no. But you know, say you know, listen. Listen, Arita is a retired Gallis. I am single, but I'm a retired Gallis. I'm retired.
Okay, for the one girl, you're gonna support. All right, again, guys, go download the Tempo app so that you can see this interview so much more and follow our Tempo Networks. Futa, thank you so much for your time.
You're welcome, darling.
And you know, it shall happen again.
Yeah, more may have an interview where we just talk about blackness and the origin, like a 6-hour program.
Okay.
All right, take care. Big up Tempo, you don't know.
Okay, go ahead.
Big up Tempo, big up Royal Entertainment, the agent, and big up Sophia, she make the connect, you know the thing. Big up all FHM fans, you know, supporters, all well-wishers, and big up the people them who think is a madman and alien box me. I still love you know, when they help my name going and they help keep me going. Big up Lockett, my artist, big up J.A., big up Marvin Bins. You don't know the thing, go. Big up Lock the City Barber Shop, you know, yes, I live, so everything good.
Thank you again, Futa. Again, big up Sophia and Kerry. Thank you so much for making it happen. And all the best. Stay out of trouble. Try your best. And
power out. Lego Jesus, power out.
Love. Bye. All right, guys. Of course, that is Futa Hype. I want to invite you to check out every Wednesday, Gallis Wednesdays, his online series. And also, don't forget to follow at Tempo Networks. It's tagged right there. And you can go in the link and download the Tempo app for all Caribbean, all Black-owned content. Again, I am your host, Arita, and thank you so much for tuning in to Keep Your Tempo Up, this time featuring Futa Hype. Thank you guys so much. Until next time, we love you. Stay safe. Wash your hands. Sanitize, stay clean, do all the good stuff that you need to do so that you don't catch corona. All right, it's called Lehandra, New York. All right, guys, thank you again so much, and I know you enjoyed the conversation. I can see it. And do have a blessed night. Until next time, keep your tempo up.
Service or none. If you not ask me opinion on the song, you have to pay.
Some people, you get talk to them, you are going in a problem. Crosses are going to take you.
Oh, you're a friend killer. Put your hand on yourself.